Good evening. I am Alexander Michael, President and General Manager of WWOR in New York, producers of The Howard Stern Show. While we had great hopes for this program, and while it has been recently successful, we are canceling the show due to philosophical differences with Howard Stern. I now invite you, our loyal Saturday night viewers, to sample the all-new replacement for The Howard Stern Show. An innovative, refreshing change for this time period. I am pleased to present the premiere of the Russ Salzberg Show.
It's the Russ Salzberg Show.
Hi, everybody. How you doing? Great to be here. Wow, this is exciting, our first show. Anyway, what do you think about those primaries? Is that Paul Pisongas a trip or what? I mean, why does he start his name with the letter T? Are we going to have to vote for this guy? What does he want to be, to president? All sounds pretty stupid if you ask me. And how about that kook, Pat Buchanan? Who would have believed this guy would be a serious candidate? Then again, who would have believed a guy who was a co-star with a chimp named Bonzo would end up to be president? Anyway, we've got a great show for you here tonight. My first guest is the former star of the hit show Happy Days, Erin Moran, who, by the way, was the only member of the Happy Days cast who refused to appear in their recent reunion show. Let's find out why. Please give a warm welcome to Joni from Happy Days, Erin Moran.
Hi. Very good. Thank you.
Now,
Hi. How's everybody?
welcome. Now, Erin, I know you were booked to do the Howard Stern Show.
Yeah, where is he?
Well, I'm here now. And now it's going to be the Russ Salzberg Show. At the last minute, we made some changes. Now, let's make one thing perfectly clear before we go on. I want to set the record
Pulling my
straight.
leg. Go ahead. Really?
No joke.
Okay.
You didn't hear it? Well, we'll explain it to
Go
you.
ahead.
Anyway, I like Howard Stern. I'm not looking to replace Howard Stern. I'm just going to be myself, as you people know me, Russ Salzberg. And hopefully, I'm going to take the show a little bit farther than Howard did without maybe offending so many people. Erin, I understand you know Howard. What do we all think about this? Well, we'll just have to wait and find out. And we'll be back after this message. Good, how you doing?
Good.
They didn't tell you anything about
No.
this? Nothing?
No.
Nobody informed her?
Who cares?
Okay.
It's your show, man. Go for it.
Might as
Have
well.
a good time.
Why didn't you do the show, though? Is there anything I can't ask you?
You can go for
Hey,
it.
what do you mean, go for it? It's Howard! Yeah! What do you mean, go for it? Erin Moran, yes. You mean you were ready to abandon me? Oh, man. Russ, good job. This was April Fool's. Get it? April Fool's. There's no Russ Salzberg show.
Nobody told me.
It's our April Fool's show. Get out of here, Russ. Everyone's sick of you. You lost my whole audience. Russ Salzberg, everybody. Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
Now, what was going through your mind? I thought you would storm off or something when you didn't see
No.
me. You didn't care. You didn't believe that?
I'm here.
But did you think that Howard Stern had been fired?
Whatever.
You didn't care. You don't even care if Howard Stern gets
No,
fired.
because I knew I'd find you.
Let me tell you something.
I'm coming after you.
What do you mean you're coming after me?
If you didn't show up, I'm going to get you.
You would have found me anyway.
Yes.
Yes. Well, let me tell you something about Erin Moran, boy. She has had a tough time of it. Like her hero, Howard Stern, she's had, what? You love my hair, don't you? You're wild for
And
me,
your
aren't you?
spirit.
Yes, thank
Yes.
you. Well, Erin contacted me. Actually, I contacted Erin, but she said that she loved me on the Joan Rivers show.
Oh, yeah.
And she agreed to come on. But you have a sad story. You really do. As you told me on the radio, it is a sad story. It's a very serious story. Erin was abused by the Hollywood system. Like so many child stars, she was abused. In a sense, right? But today on our show, Aaron, you know I can never do anything too serious.
No, you better not.
You got to get out your story in a humorous sort of way.
Yes.
So what I decided to do when we come back from commercial, if you're up for it, we'll play Queen for a Day.
Okay.
You, Billy Gray from Father Knows Best, and Lauren Chapin from Father Knows Best will compete for who has the saddest story. When we get back, right after these words, with Erin Moran, formerly of Happy Days. This is Diane Donato. Look at her. Oh, yeah, so beautiful. So young, so fresh, so innocent. Diane, you're a big fan of the show?
Yes, I am.
You like to listen to your Howie all the time?
Yes, I do.
You do. You love Howie, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yes, all the girls love Howie. Now, you got a very beautiful body, don't you?
Well, I don't know.
They were telling
What do you
me,
think?
I think it's gorgeous.
Well,
those are your own
Yes,
breasts?
that's all that matters. Yes, they are.
And you're proud that you don't have to have breast implants,
Yes,
aren't
I
you?
am.
And also, I understand that you dance naked for a living. Yes, you love to be seen in the raw. You love it, don't you?
Yes, I do, as a matter of fact.
And Pennsylvania, you are completely naked? If I went into a club, your bottoms and top would be off? Mm-hmm. Wow, isn't that something, guys? Huh? Isn't that great? Would you consider yourself very loose?
No.
Do you make it with a lot of guys?
No.
Do you ever make it with two guys at the same time?
No.
Ever make it with lesbians?
Nope.
Ever think about lesbianism?
I think about it, but I never do
You
it.
think about it, yeah. Pee-pee dance. Pee-pee dance. All right. Okay, let's talk about Snapple.
Okay,
What were you going to say? Go ahead. What?
I was going to say, I think about it, but I would never do it.
All right. That's what I always say. I think about being a lesbianism, but I think you'd do it.
No, 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 no.
All right.
Let's talk about Snapple.
Well, you know my motto. I love fuzz. All right, now listen to me. Did you ever want something different to drink instead of soda? How about 100% natural fruit juice from Snapple? There's 9 great flavors. Now, here are 2 favorites, Vitamin Supreme and Cranberry Royale. Do you ever drink this stuff?
No, I never have.
Oh, you're going to love it. You know what? Underneath each Snapple bottle is a task or money. One of these has money, and one of these has a task. You want to play the game?
Yeah.
Now, you could get the money, or you'd have to do the task.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Which bottle do you select?
I think they both have a task under, and you're trying to set me up, but I'll take this one.
All right, that's Cranberry Royale. Well, you know the show all too well, don't you? Let's see, I bet you it's the money. Oh.
Split?
You have to do a split. You have to do a split. It says it right here.
Can I drink some of this first?
Sure, go ahead. That's right. Diane, go ahead. Try the Snapple juice and do your split.
Where do I have to do this?
Right here, right here. Right here on the set of the Russ Salzberg
Like a
show.
straddle split or
Right?
a straddle?
Yes, a straddle split would be most acceptable. What's a straddle split? Wow! Wow! Woo! Woo! I tell you, when I come back in my next life, I want to come back as a carpet. Are you all right?
Yes.
You didn't get stuck to the floor?
No, I didn't get stuck to the floor.
All right, get Snapple fruit juice today. No sugar added, no artificial colors, no preservatives. Vitamin Supreme gives you 100% of 12 essential vitamins and minerals that you need. Somebody get the carpet cleaner, please. Oh, I'm just kidding. You know that. Snapple, made from the best stuff on earth.
It's Queen for Today, where the saddest story wins. Today, we have Lauren Chapin. From TV star to drug-addicted hooker, she was Kitten on Father Knows Best. Billy Gray. You knew him as Bud on Father Knows Best. But what you didn't know was that he went to jail. Why? And now, Howard with Erin Moran. You loved her as Joni on Happy Days. But what about her shocking real childhood?
What was it like on the set of Happy Days? Tell everyone, you started when you were 4 years old. Now remember, those at home, we all are going to listen to all 3 stories so we can learn what Hollywood was all about. And let's all join in and say, Eddie Haskell sucks, right? I think we all agree, don't we? Absolutely, yes. Well, I'll tell you something. I know your story is sad, and I think that you have one of the saddest stories in Hollywood, don't you?
I don't agree.
You don't agree? Oh, we're
No.
standing back. Yes. I think what happened to you was you were a young child starting out. Mm-hmm. You didn't know, nor did your parents know, what was in store for you in Hollywood. Is that correct?
Exactly.
So didn't the system abuse you once you went there?
Okay, yes, at that time and now, kids, if you don't have support with your parents and they don't know how to deal with the system, which is the money, I mean, they'll hold back fan letters, and they won't give you what you deserve.
So you're saying, as a young child, when you started, you went to the set of Happy Days, and things weren't that happy.
It was for the other people.
But not for you.
Well, no.
And you were having a bad
I was a little
time,
kid.
and there was nobody
I was
watching.
a girl, too.
You were a girl?
Yeah.
You were a young
it
kid?
It was a guy show.
This is so sad.
So sad.
This is so terrible. I don't believe it. Do you guys understand what Erin is saying? Do you believe it? Do you understand how terrible the Hollywood system is?
It's horrible.
No, but young kids do not have an advocate in Hollywood. Is that correct?
That's the bad thing about
You
it.
start a career, you don't even know you're having a career.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm just crying.
I know.
So now you've been sort of hiding out from everybody, right?
Oh, yeah, I've been hiding.
No, you haven't been hiding, but
No.
you're playing it low-key.
I've been traveling the country. I've been in 4 walls
Right.
on stage, like these two.
Yes.
They're the other queen for the days here.
Well, let's hope your sorry story is sorrier than theirs.
Oh, no, I win.
Oh, I don't know if you win. Billy Gray's got a pretty upsetting story, I'll tell you that. Well, will you get to keep the $50 you made today, or you think your mom will come and take it from you?
She would like
Wait a second, our phone is ringing.
We're live
Hello?
on Howard Stern.
Hello, do you have any help for our beautiful queen contestant here today?
Hello, Howard.
Yes?
Howard, this is Mo Greenspan.
Mo Greenspan, yes? What would
Yes.
you like to say?
Well, I'm the senior partner here at the accounting firm of Price, Greenspan, and Waterman. And if I may, I'd like to offer Miss Moran a free audit of her finances so that she'll know to the penny how much her parents allegedly stole from her.
They didn't
Oh,
steal.
that's wonderful.
But only if she takes her top off right now.
Well, how about it, Erin? Only if you take your top off right now will you get that. Well, let me say something. It's so nice that people are calling in and offering you support.
Thank God for that one.
Did your parents take a lot of the money you made on the set of Happy Days?
They only get 10% because of the Jackie Coogan law.
So you have enough money now to live comfortably.
Yes, I do.
So while your story is sorry, and while your story is sad, you still have enough money to live on.
Yes.
Well, let's find out if our other contestants have a sad story. Erin, come on, take a sit down.
Aware of the rules, she doesn't win unless we feel worse for her than anyone else.
Oh, that's
Erin,
right.
I don't know how bad we're really feeling for you. It
I
sounds like
know.
you got a lot of money, and it just sounds like you bummed out as a kid, but you seem okay as an adult.
Fine now.
Yeah, you really, you look fine and you seem healthy.
Yeah, well, everyone else is having the hardest time. I'm not.
You're not having a hard time with any
No,
of this.
everyone else is.
Are you-
Because I didn't do the show.
Are you mad at your parents?
No.
Are you mad with any of the cast of Happy Days?
No.
She's not going to win, I'm telling you right now. Well, Erin, okay, why don't you take a seat? And now,
Yes, sir.
let me introduce you to a guy who really has a sad story. I'm telling you. I got to be honest with you. Although Erin has it bad, I think Ron Howard has it worse. He still looks like Opie. But thank you for your testimony. Robin, who's got our next tale?
Well, Howard, our next guest on Queen for Today is the man who played Bud on Father Knows Best, Mr. Billy Gray.
Yes, Billy Gray. Here he is. Billy, come on up. And be careful, I just cried. Billy, your story is so sad. I can't believe it. It's very sad. No, Billy, you really do have a sad story, and I want to see you win today. Now, you know the person who wins today is going to be invited back on our show to actually be in a sketch to revive their career. That is the big prize that we are playing for, right?
I'm ready.
Erin's story didn't seem all that sad. She's mad, but she's not mad at anyone in particular.
Well, I noticed a mistake in her story, too.
Which was that?
It's she gets to keep 10%. The parents get 90%.
Right. I think she meant to say that the
she
other
meant
way
to say
around.
that.
That's your story.
Billy,
This was out of
Feelings.
self-interest, you know.
everybody knows on Father Knows Best, you were Bud. Ironically, your name was Bud, and you were arrested for smoking bud. Is that correct? After Father Knows Best, tell our audience what happened. And this is a really sad story.
Well, the thing was, here I am, driving along, minding my own business. A couple of sheriffs come up, smell a little something in the car, arrest me for seeds and stems, not even, you know, just debris it's called.
Right.
They take me down, put me in jail. Nobody comes to help.
Right.
I didn't hear zip from the producers of the show.
That
Nothing.
figures.
They're not from Robert Young.
Not from Robert Young.
Right.
Not from anybody. No,
Right.
no help in the legal department or anything.
And you were a kid, I mean, at this point.
Well, I was 20-something. 20.
But you had grown up on the set. These people were like your second family. Here you are busted for a little pot, which is not the worst offense in the world.
Hey, God put it on this world, okay?
Erin, let me tell you something. If you're going to help him with his story, you'll never win.
I'll shut up.
Wait a second, Erin. Do you have something to add? Come up here.
I already did.
You did. All right, go ahead.
So, I get 1 to 10, 3 years probation. I do 60 days. And because I'm such a fabulous actor, nobody knew I was acting.
Right.
So who's going to hire Bud Anderson, the dope fiend?
Exactly.
So I didn't work for then on.
And that had to screw your head up a lot.
Well, actually, it worked out pretty good because I got into Speedway and I would.
Do you want to win tonight?
Well, no, but that's a sad story.
Bud, you want to win? That's a really sad story.
No, just a second. If I'd have been an actor,
right,
and without this terrible burden of being a dope fiend,
right, go ahead.
I would have been.
Were you blacklisted from Hollywood as a result of your actions?
I think so. I couldn't get an agent. I couldn't get an interview. I couldn't get.
And you were ripped off by $80,000 by the show. Oh, excuse me. Now, you were ripped off $80,000 by the show's producers?
Yes.
How did that happen?
So sad.
No, this is.
Won't anybody help this man?
The morning we were supposed to sign the contract, because I'm a minor.
Right.
The producer slithers in.
Right.
With this rider that says, I'm not going to get $500 a week.
Right.
What, 10 years I built my salary. I'm not going to get that. I'm going to get $250 a week, and we're going to shoot 2 shows in a week. Well, that sounds,
Right.
But so we did that for about 6-8 weeks, and then we did 1 show a week. So I got my salary cut exactly in half, which cost me about $80,000.
So you were ripped off by the producers to the tune of $80,000. Now, did your parents ever?
It gets worse.
Did your parents ever steal your pot?
No, they were no. I'm the only one in the family that knew what was happening.
No, what was happening? I got you. All right, now, after being busted for pot, after losing $80,000, you were really down, weren't you? Were you psychologically down? Did you find yourself turning more and more to drugs?
Well, actually, I couldn't get any work.
Right.
And I didn't really want to work. And, nitrous oxide, as a matter of fact.
Really? You went to nitrous oxide?
Yeah.
Now, isn't that the drug that relaxes your sphincter?
You can get that.
I didn't notice that.
No. Well, that's what I use it for. Oh, this is so sad.
Laughing gas.
Wait a second.
It makes you happy.
On our hotline right now, Robin, who is it?
Well, Howard, I hear
Yes?
ringing. That must be Larry from Oklahoma.
All right, Larry from Oklahoma. All right, go ahead, Larry. How can you help, of course, Billy Gray Bud?
Yo, dude.
All right, well, how can you help?
Party on, man.
All right, now, why are you calling, Larry?
Huh?
Why are you calling us?
Oh, yeah. I knew Bud in the 60s, man.
All right.
Man, I've got his bong, man.
You got Bud's bong?
Yeah.
You want to give it back?
I want to give his bong back.
All right, great. Wow. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And since his life is so crappy, I'll throw in a lid, okay?
All right, how about that, Bud? There's so many people happy and sharing. It's so funny. Excuse me.
It's all right.
All right, listen, Bud. You did a great job. Billy Gray, who played Bud, he has a really sad story. Erin's story was sad. Billy's was sad. But Lauren Chapin has a sad story. She played Kitten on Father Knows Best. Ever do tequila with Robert Young?
No.
Never.
Never.
'Cause he was drinking too, you know.
You know, I never noticed.
I know, it's unbelievable. All right, you go sit down, and when we come back, Lauren Chapin with one of the saddest stories, and then we'll select Queen for today after these commercial messages.
Welcome back to Queen for Today. Here's Howard.
Hi, let's make people happy tonight. I know there's a lot of sad stories out there. There's so many sad people. Hollywood has produced some of the sorriest stories because they do not make life for child actors in Hollywood easy. Tonight, 3 very beautiful people. They've all been victimized by the system, and we're here to expose it. And let me tell you something. You 3 are like the Mount Rushmore of sadness of Hollywood. Yes. Oh, it's so sad. But you know what? How are we going to decide who has it the toughest? Have you decided yet at home? Well, don't decide yet, because now I'm going to introduce you to Lauren Chapin. Come on up, Lauren. Come on up. Lauren, you are so beautiful. Everybody loves you. And let me tell you something. You were Kitten.
Yes.
On the show.
Father
Can you say it right?
Best.
Father Knows Best. Oh, it's so sad that I can't remember the name of the show. Oh, my. Kitten, it was terrible. Lauren,
Yes.
let's start at the beginning.
Yes.
You did the show. You were happy on the show?
Wonderfully happy on the show.
And Fonzie treated you well? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's go back to being a kid in Hollywood, because it is a serious topic.
Sure.
You were sexually abused by your father.
Yes.
If we may say that.
Yes, you may.
I mean, I know it's a comedy show, but
Please, not.
there's nothing
Robert
funny
Young.
about sexual abuse.
Yes, and Robert Young didn't do it. My
Right.
own natural father.
Not Robert Young.
Not Daddy Young.
But Robert Young had problems.
He was
Right.
busy. That's
Right.
why he didn't have time.
He was busy. But I'll tell you, at home it was Father Knows Daughter, and on the set it was Father Knows Best. I understand what you're saying.
I have the worst story.
She's gonna win, I know it. You got a real sad story. I might have to give Erin Moran another chance.
Oh, God.
No sexual abuse in your history, Erin? Ooh, wait a second. I'm gonna get her back. Oh, this is so sad. Well, let me tell you something. Your father, sexual abuse.
Sexual abuse.
And this is really tough to live with in the house.
But tougher was verbal abuse.
Because he would berate you?
No, mother berated me.
So while father was abusing you, mother would berate you because mother really resented the fact that your father was interested in you.
Yeah, and mother resented the fact that I was more popular than she was.
Right.
Because she lived vicariously through her children,
I
which
see.
happens a lot to children that are in show business.
I know, and that's so true. And this
Exactly.
is, everybody take notes at home. Now, mother was an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Father sexually abused you. At age 19, you had a boyfriend who beat you up.
Yes.
Now, here was the happy kid on TV, but the sad part was that you got beat up.
Well, yeah,
And things got worse after that.
yeah,
You were on heroin from 19 to 26.
yes,
For many years, it could have killed you, but it didn't. You survived.
yes,
And things got even tougher.
yes.
They
You
got
spent-
even tougher after that?
Worse.
Oh, my God.
By the way, I think Erin and Billy can go home now. I know who's going to be queen for a day. Something tells me you'll be acting on our show next week, to be honest with you. Now, you were on heroin from 19 to 26, and then you spent 3 years in jail. How did you end up in jail?
I forged a check trying to get a fix of heroin, and so I forged the check, and I was busted on Hollywood Boulevard writing payroll on the check, P-A-Y-R-O-L-E.
Oh, I see. That was bad. That was not a good joke. And did everyone say when you were in prison, oh, there's Kitten?
Yes.
And then they tried to get it on with you, I bet, in prison.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. I don't want to know all the details, just some. Oh, this is so sad. I can't take it. Oh, the ratings are going up. I can't believe it. Let me tell you something. Prison lesbian stories are wild.
I know you like them, don't you?
I love it. I love prison lesbian stories. And so do all the sad people at home.
Sick.
It is sick, but it is a sad story. Let's keep that in mind.
Yes.
Because Billy Gray, he got busted for a little pot and he's crying.
That's right.
He was just out 80 grand.
That's right.
You didn't spend any time in jail, did you, Billy?
3 months.
3 months, big deal. 3 years, the poor woman. You were down on your luck.
Busted for bad spelling.
You're not kidding. Did they bust you for bad spelling?
Bad spelling.
They busted you for bad spelling. Well, let me tell you something. The story only gets worse. You're in prison, and meanwhile, it's bad to be a celebrity in prison because everyone's sitting and goofing on you. Were you able to take care of yourself and fend off the...
Yeah, I spent my time in solitaire most of the time.
Because they were worried because you were Kitten from Father Knows
No,
Best.
because I was worried.
Right.
Those people were bigger than me.
Did you feel suicidal at that time?
Yeah.
I don't blame you. I'll tell you that. 3 years in jail. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
The father, the mother, the 3 years in jail, and things get worse because you tried to commit suicide with a meat cleaver.
Yeah.
Billy, any suicide in your...
These two are still here.
Yeah, Erin, any suicide attempts? You guys are going to lose this one, I'm telling you right now.
I did drive up to Mulholland and think about it.
You did think about suicide?
Yes.
All right, now you're working it a little bit. Erin thought about suicide. You better dream up a few fairy tales, the both of you. Start thinking, I'll tell you that. Then, you were in a mental hospital for 1.5 years?
Yes.
You know, I think I'm going to end up there after doing this show. But now, you seem fine. Like, what do you mean? You were so depressed that you had to go into the hospital?
No, I was such a druggie, I had to go in the hospital. And so the hospital was my solace. It was my salvation. It was my lifeline. And so, you know, I've been clean now for many, many years. Yeah, that's okay.
It really is sad. Oh, my goodness. Now, what about the meat cleaver? Do you have that here as a souvenir?
Yeah, I do. All the way across
Wow,
here.
unbelievable. Thank God you didn't really do yourself in. Aren't you happy to be alive now?
I'm exceedingly, well, but I want to win this, so I'm very, very sad.
You're very sad. All right, go take your seat. I can't tell you. And
That's it?
yes, believe me, you did fine. Oh, my God, that was too much.
Whose sad story will make them queen for today? Bud, Kitten, or Joni?
All right, here we go. All right. Were you ever raped?
Yes.
You were? Wait a second.
What?
By who?
I'm not going to tell you.
Really?
It was a family member.
Someone in the family?
Uh-huh.
Hey, you're not just saying this to get points. You're being very serious.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Billy Gray who raped you?
Yes.
During the show?
We're surrogate brother and sister.
Aaron, are you being serious now?
Yes, I am.
Was someone in your family raped you?
Yes.
But you didn't spend any time in jail?
No.
All right.
All right, maybe we better vote again.
Maybe we better vote again. Aaron obviously feels a little pressure to get things going.
Let's get those votes up.
Aaron, is there anything else you want to say?
No.
You sure? Just rape.
Yes.
How old were you when you were raped?
I was 23.
23.
Yes.
Now that's pretty sad. Here we go.
All right.
Can't believe it. Now, Billy, do you want to say you were raped by Robert Young? Now, wait a second, Billy. Are you ready? Is there anything else? Aaron just came out with a mind-blowing revelation. You have never revealed that anywhere.
No,
Yeah, no. Oh, it is sad. Wait a second. You all right? All right. And now, Billy.
I think that's kind of unfair, actually.
What?
Well, Howard,
Aaron-
go on at all costs.
I mean,
All right, I'll go on at all costs. Okay.
I want you to have real tears.
Yeah, you really. Yeah, it really is real tears, and that's never been revealed before. All right, you okay, Aaron? All
Give her
right.
a kiss.
I might not be able to top that.
If I give her a kiss, she'd be more depressed. No,
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
No, better give her a kiss.
Yeah.
We love you. We do.
And you kiss her too.
Kiss her too?
Yes.
I'm not kissing Billy though. I'll tell you that, Aaron.
You can hug him.
I can hug him?
Yes.
All right, I'll hug Billy. What the heck? All right, okay. All right. You sure you never OD'd?
No.
All right, here we go. Yeah, forget it. Okay, Aaron, I think you're going to win. I don't know. This is a tough decision. Lauren, here we go. Can I give you a kiss?
Oh, sure. Thank
Well,
you.
yes. All right, here we go. Let me tell you something. Oh, whoops, I'm sorry there. Let me tell you something, Billy. Friggin' pothead, real sad. I gotta tell you. Yeah, that's what I mean. These two women have you beat by a mile. I want to thank everybody for coming on, and now let's crown our queen for a day. Here we go. Lauren Chapin. Here we are. Here we go. Here it is. Get ready. What the hell is going on? Look at it, everybody. The celebration. Yes. Yes. Lauren, you did it.
That's sweet.
Where's the crown? Where is all of that? Where's the crown? Oh, yeah. There's your crown. And scepter. Yes. You know,
Yes.
the saddest thing of all is we're over budget. I can't believe it. I want to thank everybody.
Howard, let me just tell Lauren what she won.
What did Lauren win?
Lauren, you'll get to come back and host a real talk show segment on our show to reignite your career.
Oh, I can hardly wait. Oh, yes.
Now, that's it from us. Remember, if you've had it rough, don't do anything rash. Instead, tell us your story, and you may be our next queen for the day. I want to thank Erin Moran, the great Erin Moran, Billy Gray, and, of course, Lauren Chapin.
Meet the plaintiff, Mrs. Ann Jillian. She says that a rude TV show host named Howard Stern mocked the homeless during a segment called Homeless Hollywood Squares. She wants an apology and a promise from Stern that he'll never do it again. Meet the defendant, Howard Stern. He says that he's done nothing wrong and that featuring the homeless on his show has helped improve their relations with the general public. It's the case of the Lady and the Tramps on today's episode of Stern's People's Court. Judge Howard Butensky presiding.
All right, you may be seated. First of all, I want you all to know that I'm not an actor. I'm a practicing attorney and have mediated many civil disputes. Now, I've read your statements and seen a tape of the show in question, and I think we should look at a clip of that tape now.
You guys are exes, and what's your name?
Mary Helen Perez.
Uh-huh, and your name?
Medal de Jesus.
All right, very nice to see you, too.
Our grand prize tonight is a new shopping cart. Woo!
Okay, now I believe it's the turn for our ladies to go, our homeless ladies. Go ahead, pick your celebrities, homeless ladies. Go ahead. Ladies, who would you like? You got a whole bunch of squares. Come on, let's get into the squares.
Look up there and pick a celebrity.
Come on. Girls? Yeah, come on, girls. Pick one of the celebrities. Come on.
J.P. Morgan.
J.P. Morgan. All right, J.P.
Ms. Jillian, as the plaintiff in this matter, you have the right to state your case first, so why don't you proceed and tell us your side of the story?
Can I say one thing, Your Honor?
No.
All right. I won't say anything, Your Honor.
I think Howard Stern has a nerve making fun of homeless people. These people they were taken off the street. They didn't know what they were getting into. They were offered a shopping cart full of cans. They were offered a box as a new home. And I think it's disgusting and cruel.
Well, Ms. Julian, do you know who these people are?
They're homeless people. No, I don't know them.
No? Do you know them by name?
No, they weren't given a name.
Have you ever spoken to
any of them? They were
any
nameless. Have I spoken to them? No.
What specifically do you consider to be cruel and demeaning in the way they were treated on the show?
By telling them they would receive a new home and then wheeling out a cardboard box for them to sleep in. I thought that was cruel. And telling them that their prize was a shopping cart full of cans. These people didn't even know what they were doing there. One of the women, she looked like she was mentally ill. She couldn't even answer the questions. She didn't understand the questions.
I can't wait to go. I can't wait to say...
But you will.
I know. I just can't wait to say something here, Your Honor, but I will hold my tongue.
Yes. Mr. Stern, let us at least pay lip service to due process.
Absolutely, Your Honor. Absolutely. May I say something, Your Honor?
No,
people don't realize you're a real, you're acting as a real judge here, and this woman is a real viewer of the television show who wrote in and said she's upset about the TV show. You're really upset with me, right?
Yes.
All right, I like that.
Moving right along.
By the way, I could tell, Your Honor, she's from Boston because she says shopping cat. Cat.
Where are you from,
That's like my mother-in-law.
Boston.
From Boston, you see?
You're right.
I was correct. Shopping cat. My mother-in-law is from Boston. She says shopping cat.
Now, madam, you said that you haven't spoken to any of these people. Do you have any basis to say that one of these people was mentally retarded?
Yeah, I think you could tell. You could tell.
Do you have anything else to say, madam?
I think Howard is disgusting for doing that. I think that was cruel, and I think it broke a lot of people's hearts to see that.
Did it break your heart,
Yes.
madam? And are you looking for damages from Mr. Stern?
No, I just think I deserve an apology. I think the public deserves an apology.
Okay,
The homeless people deserve an apology.
Are you some type of advocate for the homeless?
No.
No? You're just an interested citizen who sees something that is so repulsive and disgusting that one has to come forward and do something about it. And you came all the way from Boston to proceed against Mr. Stern, at great personal expense, I'm sure.
No, but yes.
No, but yes.
No, but yes.
No, but yes.
Even I don't understand that, and I'm the judge.
Your Honor, do I get my turn?
Are you resting, madam?
Yes.
All right. Of course she's resting.
We'll return to Stern's People's Court in a moment.
Do you have any questions of the plaintiff, Mr. Stern?
Yes, I do, but first I'd like to make a statement, Your Honor, if I may.
No. First,
what do you mean, no? You mean I
know
can't?
it's your show, but the way we'll proceed is that you will cross-examine the plaintiff if you choose to.
Thank you, Your Honor. First of all, I would like to say I'm sorry I broke your heart, as you say, from Boston. My in-laws are from Boston. First thing I'd like to ask you is, when you say that someone appears to be mentally retarded, do you think that mentally retarded people should not appear on television?
No, I didn't say that.
Assuming.
I don't think they should be made fun of.
Assuming that this woman was a game contestant, is it so wrong to have someone on television who perhaps is mentally retarded playing a game show?
No, there's nothing wrong with it. As long as you're not making fun of them.
Why are you offended by it?
Because you were making fun of them.
Why do you say I make fun of them?
You were making fun of their situation.
making
that
fun of
they
this
can't
situation?
control.
Just because they're not as smart as you are, does that mean they don't have a right to be on a game show?
It has nothing to do with being smart.
Well,
You're picking on someone that's unfortunately homeless, who can't take themselves out of their situation for I don't know what reason.
You are assuming that the homeless cannot take themselves out of their own situation, number one. I don't know that that assumption is correct, Your Honor. Number two, I don't know that homeless people do not belong on game shows.
Mr. Stern, you're making a statement.
One of the problems...
You're cross-examining the witness.
Well, then let me ask you this.
When you're done cross-examining the witness, you can testify.
Do you feel, as a viewer of television, that you see homeless people on TV every day?
No.
How do you see homeless people depicted in the news? In squalor, in filth, is that true?
Mm-hmm.
What is wrong with taking someone out of that environment, paying them some money, and saying to them, would you like to have a chance to do what other normal people do?
Humiliate them.
Why were they humiliated?
You're offering them a shopping cart full of cans. You're offering them a box.
Do you know how homeless people make a living?
Yes.
How do they do it?
Collect cans.
What is wrong with offering someone the prize of a lifetime?
Because I don't think that's their goal in life.
How do you make a living?
Cans.
How do you make a living?
I have a job.
What do you do for your job?
I own a shop.
You own a shop?
Gift shop.
What if I said, for a prize, I will offer you several $1,000s of customers to come in and buy gifts out of your gift shop?
This isn't their job, collecting
cans. I propose that collecting cans is their job. That collecting cans is a noble way of making a living. You are putting down collecting cans as a living.
Is it noble to sleep in a box?
It is not noble, but that happens to be something. Now, if you slept in a box every night, would you prefer to sleep in a brand new box or an old box? And to answer the question.
I think one of the prizes should have been that you should have set them up in an apartment and see if they can get themselves on their feet.
Have you ever seen the budget on this show?
I want a piece of this.
Go ahead, Your Honor.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Go ahead.
Would you feel differently about the situation if they were offered an apartment as the prize for participating in Homeless Squares?
Yeah. I
So
think I
you
would.
object to
I
the
think-
prize?
Yeah.
You object to the prize, you don't object to the
Because you're
game?
making fun of them. It was a joke.
So far, now you're taking your testimony and you're saying you don't object to the game, you object to the prize.
I object to the game the way it was portrayed.
Is it
the way
true-
the homeless people were portrayed.
Your Honor, I would like to sum up, if I may.
Don't you want to offer testimony on your behalf?
That's what I mean. I would like to offer some testimony. Your Honor, I am not familiar with the Your Honor, it's way too serious for me. I'm starting to shake in my pants.
Well, you should be. This is a serious allegation that's been...
That is a true serious allegation, but I contend that I have not done anything wrong. In fact, all I've done is
Well, we know what your contention is.
Oh, I didn't know if you knew. Hey, there's nothing sadder than Baba Bailiff right over here. As a matter of fact, Baba Bailiff's brain is resting. Look at this.
It always comes down to Boy Gary.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It absolutely does, Your Honor. You know, Your Honor, may I now make a statement?
Yes.
Okay. Every game show is sanitized with perfect people playing perfect games. I submit that the real world is not like that. I submit that homeless people are deprived of nearly every citizen's rights. Should a homeless person be deprived of going on a game show and winning money too? The thing that makes me sick about conventional television, and I mean this in relationship to having the Ku Klux Klan guy on, I mean this in relationship to having homeless people on, when I tune on television, it seems like it does not reflect the real world. My intention is not to make fun of the homeless. My intention is to have fun with the homeless. What is wrong with saying to homeless citizens, we're not treating you like dirt, we're not treating you like scuzz, you're invited into our warm studio. You know, and I think you should make a case against shows like Jeopardy, against the old Hollywood Squares, against The Price is Right. They never feature the homeless. Homeless are never reflected on TV. The homeless are brushed aside. And true, this is a humor show, but I am not going to ban the homeless from appearing on a humor show. I am not going to ban the homeless from appearing on my program. I will not ban any group, ethnic group, women, men, nothing. I believe in comedy, there's room for everyone. And you know what? I wasn't laughing at the homeless, I was laughing with them. I would like to now submit, if I may, Your Honor, a surprise witness.
A surprise witness?
Yes, a surprise witness.
By all means.
I would like to submit the following evidence, Your Honor. I would like to bring out two of the homeless people who played on our show. I call the two people forward. I know this is shocking. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Good to see you two again. You guys were great on Homeless Hollywood Squares. If you don't mind staring right into the camera here so we can accept your testimony. Now, right over there. Your Honor, I direct you to Exhibit A. This woman was one of the contestants. Let me ask you something. Did you feel demeaned when you were on the show? Did you feel that it was wrong to put you on the show?
No.
Did any other television show ever invite you on?
No.
Did you find a warm place and a meal?
Yes.
Did you enjoy playing a game?
Yes, I do.
And did you like winning prizes?
Yes.
Did you like receiving money?
Yes.
Was it in fact cold outside today?
No.
Don't you think it's nice to be treated like a regular game show contestant?
Yes.
Thank you. I submit. Evidence B. I can't believe it. Did you enjoy your 15 minutes of fame?
Yes.
It looks as if you've been in a fight since I last saw you. It is in fact dangerous on the street.
Yes,
Shouldn't
very
this be...
dangerous.
It is very dangerous.
Yes.
What happened to you?
And I got robbed.
You got robbed. Let me say something. This is a gentleman who should not be deprived of being on television game shows. Maybe it's painful to Ann, and maybe it's painful to some people to see these people on a show. Maybe they only want to see them in a serious light with very serious things. I believe the only way that homeless people will be accepted is by coming on television and being seen in real situations, even comedic ones. Did you feel that I made fun of you on the show?
No, sir.
Did you enjoy being on the show?
Yes.
Have I coached you in any way before the show?
No.
Have I asked you to say anything?
No.
Did you receive money? Did you receive payment for being on the show?
No.
You did not receive payment? On the Hollywood Squares?
Hollywood Squares, yeah.
On the Hollywood Squares, you did receive payment for the show. In fact, you were treated like a game show contestant.
Right, sir.
Mr. Stern, you're leading your witness.
I am? That's what I was trying to do, Your Honor, if you don't mind.
Well, you succeeded, sir.
As a matter of fact, Your Honor, I don't know if this would persuade you, but I have $20 right here. Could this, you will not. Would you like $20?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, take that.
Thank you.
Would you like $20?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you would. Now, there is nothing wrong with being paid, even in a court of law. I want to thank the two of you. That's right, I'm rewriting the law. And do you see my point now? These are people who had a good time. The same way you can have a good time, they're allowed to have a good time. Don't deny these people their right. Don't feel I'm wrong. It's society that is treating people wrong. Why are people outraged by seeing homeless on a game show? Why is it The Price is Right has never had this woman on or this gentleman on? Because they don't want you to see that on television. I rest my case.
Ms. Julian, do you have any cross-examination of Exhibit A and Exhibit B?
No, I don't have any cross-examination, but I think they were paid
You think they were paid?
to be made fun of. They weren't paid to come on and enjoy themselves. They were paid to be made fun of.
But we are giving them a new start.
You want to give them a new start, give them an apartment.
Well, why
All
don't
right.
you give them an apartment?
Mr.
I would
Stern,
like
please,
to.
please,
Well, please do.
I've heard the evidence. I'll give you my decision in a moment.
We'll be right back with the case of the Lady and the Tramps right after these words.
I want this decision on the record. Please bring out the stenographer.
Wow.
Let's hear it for the judge.
You sure you're a real judge?
I've listened to both sides, Miss Gillian and Mr. Stern, and I'm prepared to rule. First of all, I appreciate your motivation in filing this complaint against Mr. Stern. However, in defending the homeless and being an advocate of the homeless, probably one of the most exploitative things you can do is to be their advocate and not let the homeless represent or defend themselves, because I think they're quite capable of doing so. So there's a basic, don't applaud yet, it's not over. The issue of standing is a very critical one. And I find, as a matter of fact, that you don't have standing to advocate the position of the homeless, and therefore you cannot bring a complaint against Mr. Stern to say that he was exploitative or in some way demean the homeless. In coming to this decision, however, I want to emphasize for the record that I have not accepted the testimony of Exhibits A and B. For some reason, and it's hard to articulate, but for some reason I think they may have been a tad biased in their testimony. However, you've won on a very narrow technical basis.
I won.
You won.
I won. I won, Ann. I did win. You did good job, but I won. Wow. Hey, if I'm guilty, Monty Hall should have gotten the chair. My feeling. Go
we'll
ahead.
do him next.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, good night from Stearns People's Court.
Wow. What a delivery on the judge.
And let me ask you, what do you think of the judge's decision? Hi, Miss Julian.
Hi.
I'm Stuttering John Llewellyn. Let me ask you, what do you think of the judge's decision?
I thought it was fair. I got my point across.
Have you learned anything from this experience?
Yeah, I don't think I'll watch his show anymore.
Well, speaking of which, what do you think of Mr. Stern?
Would you give it a chance? Come on, it was a good show.
No, I don't think so.
What do you think? Everything is bad on the show just because one thing you
I've
didn't
never
like?
seen any other shows.
Well, that's because we're on Channel 97 in Boston. Nobody ever sees it. But you know what I'm saying.
Actually, you were banned in Boston.
I was banned in Boston, but we're on a new channel in
We're on
Boston.
cable.
Yeah,
What do
we're
you think of Mr. Stern?
I think he would do anything for a laugh.
Well, I wouldn't pull down my
Anything.
pants because
Well,
I'm
I
embarrassed.
don't
When
know.
people laugh, they feel good. That's a good thing.
No, well, not when you're exploiting homeless people.
I wasn't exploiting
The
them,
judge
man.
said you were.
The judge didn't say I was. He said only if homeless people felt that. The people who were there, I didn't coach them. They didn't get exploited.
Well, I think you did, Coach.
Well,
Admit it, you like me a little bit.
No, I don't.
A little bit. A little. You think I'm cute, don't you?
I like your hair.
You like my hair. All right, there you go. That's
so have you changed your mind about Mr. Stern?
No, I just like his hair.
Right.
Personally, I don't.
May I say I like your hair?
Thank you.
And may I say I like your jacket?
Why don't you two just
Your
hug?
pants?
Why don't you two just hug?
Want to
hug
shake?
And how about a little hug for Mr.
Want a hug?
Stern?
I'll hug you.
A little hug and a kiss. Thank you very much. See, people, there is love on Stern's People Court tonight.
Wow.
Okay.
We've really made progress.
So ends the case of the Lady and the Tramp. And remember, what we always say on Stern's People's Court, if we offend your personal tastes, don't take the law into your own hands. Come on our television show. I'm Stuttering John Llewellyn saying good night from Stern's People's Court. Yeah.